Their $2.5 billion resort is still on track. Moody's predicts UAE property prices will ease from 2026. Their $2.5 billion resort is still on track. Moody's predicts
Hornbuckle expressed surprise over the UAE's delay in approving a casino license for its $2.5 billion Dubai resort, the beachfront project located on a 25-acre man-made island near Jumeirah Beach, and the Burj Al Arab is scheduled to open in 2028.
So the resort will feature a 250,000 square foot podium, potentially housing a casino alongside MGM Grand, Bellagio, and Aria hotels. Now, Hornbuckle stressed that the project's scale and ambition, underlining the opportunity to tap Dubai's growing luxury tourism and entertainment market despite the license delay.
And the delay highlights the UAE's complex regulatory system. While there is a federal authority overseeing gaming, individual emirates retain final approval. Analysts note that Wynn's Al Marjan Island Resort in Ras Al Khaimah is set to open the country's first casino in 2026. Now they've moved it back a little to 2026. No one knows when, but there will be a casino in Ras Al Khaimah. This points to a multi-billion-dollar market potential for casinos.
Honestly, Majid, 2027 is so soon. It's so soon, isn't it?
The year is going like crazy.
Like, it's crazy. Like, didn't this announcement come out like last year, I think? And Disney, the announcement came out this year, and they're telling us it's going to be in like the
2030. Yeah.
So it's crazy. So MGM is partnering with Wasl to ensure a strong foothold in Dubai. Hornbuckle remains optimistic, calling the eventual license approval a massive opportunity. Yes, manifest it for yourself, reflecting confidence in Dubai's luxury tourism sector and the broader growth potential of commercial gaming in the UAE.
And lastly, industry sources suggest MGM may not be alone in entering the UAE market in terms of casinos, hinting at a competitive expansion of casinos in the country. Meanwhile, the company and Wasl await formal approval from Dubai's ruler before they want to move forward with the construction and final project plans. The construction for the hotel and the whole resort is already underway. The only part that they're worried about is that they haven't gotten a license for a casino. And that's a big problem for them, because right now Wynn has the rights for a casino in Ras Al Khaimah. And I remember reading somewhere that Abu Dhabi will also in some point in the future have a casino too. Some resort companies also working to do that. But I think Abu Dhabi won't be famous for casinos. It will be famous for all the other reasons. We've seen so many projects being announced.
But you know
the
what
Sphere is coming, Disney.
But you know what it also is with this, Majid, I think with Hornbuckle, the CEO of MGM, I mean, absolutely you should expect that there is going to be a delay. Like, absolutely. You know, in the UAE, something that I love about this country is you don't just get to do whatever you want to do. You don't get to do whatever you want to do.
The rules and procedures.
You need to be overseen by the government. You need to be overseen by the leadership. Then they will carry out research about you, and then they'll see if you're fit to run something here. And I absolutely love that. And the fact that he's surprised. No, you should not be surprised. You know. A casino, it's a very big thing. We know that the Wynn, it's the first casino, not even in the UAE, in the Gulf,
in the Middle East,
in the Middle East, that is going to open in Ras Al Khaimah. So him coming in here, considering the cultural context that we're in, why are you surprised that you're not going to get your license immediately? You need to wait. You need to see it out. But he's extremely optimistic, which I love about him.
I think Ras Al Khaimah is the testing bed. Once it starts running, or once we get a final shape of whatever is going to happen there, we know what games will be played, because it is called commercial gaming at the end of the day by the UAE regulatory authority. So whatever games are there, I think everyone is looking at how it will work out. And if it does good, I think it's going to be a lot of them soon everywhere. But yes, next up, something from the real estate. This is also real estate, hotel real estate, hospitality real estate. But now we're going to talk about apartments. Moody's ratings forecasts a modest price correction in the UAE housing market starting 2026. 2 years, just 1 year, next year actually. Over 150,000 new homes are expected between 2025 and 2027, boosting Dubai's housing stock by 20%. The increased supply is likely to give buyers more bargaining power and ease rental pressures after years of sharp increase.
Now, demand for homes remains robust. driven by Dubai's growing population, smaller household sizes, and an influx of wealthy expats. Now, villas have led price gains since the pandemic, but Moody's expects growth to slow as new communities come online. Now, mid-market apartments may face sharper declines, signaling a potential shift in the housing market balance.
And despite the expected corrections, developers are financially stronger and better regulated than in past cycles. Moody says this stability reduces risks of boom and bust patterns. Basically, they're saying that it's not a bubble that is going to burst, and buyers can take comfort knowing that the market's fundamentals are more resilient, with developers able to complete projects even amid slowing price growth.
Now, from 2026, residents can expect more housing choices, slower price growth, and steadier rents, particularly in the apartment sector. Now, villas and luxury homes should continue to attract demand, though at a calmer pace, reflecting a more balanced market and a gradual cooling after years of rapid increases in prices and rents.
And lastly, stronger developer balance sheets and new escrow rules will continue protecting buyers while supporting long-term market growth. Overall, Moody's sees the UAE property sector as stable, suggesting that the upcoming wave of supply will ease pressures without triggering major disruptions, marking a measured shift towards a more sustainable housing market.
And isn't that the one thing we'd all love to hear?
I would want my rent to be the same for at least next 5 years.
But
Everyone wants that.
You know what it also is, I think, Majid, with the rent situation in the UAE, you know, we always talk about the amount of properties there are, how much they cost, how much they're being sold for. But I'm noticing that there's this rise of fintech in real estate.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like there's so many apps that are coming out. We saw how Mohammed Al-Abbad recently, he came out with this app, and you know, Amir Al-Sajwani, it's an app, like they're just coming out with so many apps to manage things, to manage properties, to set them up. And for me, I find that so interesting.
Yeah, and you're talking about Pripco, right? Pripco is Amira Sajwani. Emar One is basically an app where only Emar houses can be resold. And you're right, PropTech, which is a combination of fintech, tech, property, everything. They're very cool now. Apparently, there's a where you can buy smaller portions of a single property, broken property. Why did I forget the name? But Stake is the company which does that. They recently sponsored the Dubai Basketball Club, which we all love in Dubai because it's the first, I think, namesake Dubai Basketball Club. Everyone is looking at the market. Real estate in the basic sense, the sellers and buyers, that's the level that I think Dubai has crossed. That is why PropTech is the new avenue. If you want to go into real estate in Dubai, or you're coming as a billionaire and millionaire, which a lot of people are coming, I think that is the next step. But yeah, another man who is taking a big step, it's a very interesting person I've found, and I think you'll like him too. He's David Amaryan. He's a former hedge fund manager who acquired Goldman Sachs, one of the biggest banks and asset managers in the world's Russian business. And he is expanding his Armenia-based Balchug capital into the Middle East. Since opening a Dubai office last year, the firm is targeting up to 500 million investment in real estate and infrastructure. And it's not only in the UAE, it's actually in Saudi Arabia as well.
So Balchug's Gulf expansion focuses on logistics, commercial real estate, and data centers, tapping growing regional demand. Now, the UAE offers a global trade and finance hub, while Saudi Arabia's scale and diversification drive infrastructure growth. Amaryan is positioning the firm as a bridge between international capital and Gulf market opportunities.
And the move comes despite Amaryan's controversial past. He had an SEC insider trading settlement.
What exactly is that?
Basically, insider trading is that I work for Emar, for example. Sorry, I don't know why Emar popped up, but if I am in Emar and I know some big guy is being fired, I know that stocks will go down, and I tell that information to someone, and they sell all the stock at a higher price, and then when the market goes down, the share price goes down, they buy it again. So that is insider trading. You have insider knowledge and you tell that to someone, or maybe you do trading. So it's not allowed because, again, looks wrong, right? You know what's going to happen. For example, Meta, when they were launching recently, when they got a settlement, Mark Zuckerberg knew that. He could have told his friends, buy the Meta stock right now. It's going to jump $80, $90 That's insider trading. But it's a funny concept because a lot of the US senators, they're allowed to do that. They're allowed to be in the stock market, and their decisions actually affect the markets. So it's kind of like a loophole that they use. But yeah, this is happening. So he has been there. He did a settlement. He didn't get convicted, but he did a settlement. And industry observers note that his experience in global finance and structured investments enables Balchug to leverage emerging opportunities while navigating regulatory frameworks in the UAE and Saudi Arabia.
So Balchug is advancing projects with undisclosed Gulf partners, using private investments in Hong Kong, and exploring potential IPO exits. The strategy aims to combine capital.
Also, he's investing in real estate in Dubai, because real estate is the big thing. We just talked about it. And in Saudi Arabia, he's talking about infrastructure because they're building so much. For the 20 business visionary, just go and follow love in Dubai. We'll try to do something on Smashi Business Also Stories. Maybe love in Dubai. We'll try to do something on Smashi Business Also Stories, maybe to tell you who won the Business Visionary Award. So yeah, you can stay tuned to both of the channels and know what's happening. Thank you very much.